Good evening, class. This week we are to discuss the value of diversity as it relates to nurses and the nursing profession as a whole. Diversity is one of the core values identified by the National League for Nursing, or the NLN. These core values help to define the principles and standards that a nurse should follow to deliver ethical, high-quality care. The NLN defines diversity as the practice of affirming the uniqueness of and differences among persons, ideas, values, and ethnicities. While this is a good broad strokes definition, let's dig a little bit deeper and see what diversity really means in nursing. Diversity in the nursing field can be viewed as a multifaceted skill. Specifically, it could be said that diversity can be broken down into three definitive categories in our field of work. The first and most obvious category is a diversity of ideas. In this category, recognizing the value of diversity is to seek an understanding of different philosophies, methodologies, approaches, and frames of reference. Forever honing this skill, the competent nurse should continually seek out information and viewpoints that challenge both their professional and personal perspectives. This is to say that in the words of Florence Nightingale, we must never consider ourselves finished. We must be learning all of our lives. Recognition of a larger world beyond one's own, in practice as well as experience, is indispensable to an excellent nurse. The second category of diversity that one could define within the field of nursing is the diversity of people. This category itself can be viewed as two-pronged, indicating both peers and professionals. The first prong, a diversity in peers, means that one must surround themselves with a varied group of fellow nurses from whom to draw experience. This includes those with different specialities, backgrounds, and work histories. As with the diversity of ideas, a diversity of peers allows one to grow beyond their own practice, as well as integrate the experience of others into their skill set. The second prong of this category is a diversity of professionals. This subcategory demands the recognition that a nurse is but one piece of a larger puzzle involving many different healthcare professionals. The excellent nurse must recognize the importance of the social worker, the lab tech, the occupational therapist, the nursing aide, the doctor, the janitor, pretty much anyone that is a member of the hospital team, in order to effectively provide their portion of holistic care to the patient. The third and final category of diversity is the diversity of patients. Recognizing this category means that the nurse should strive to provide the same level of care to all patients, regardless of the differences between them. Whether bitter enemy or best friend, a good nurse will recognize that every patient deserves the same respect and treatment as any other. It is paramount to effective care delivery that personal biases be set aside for the betterment of those in our care. This category also means that the nurse must recognize that each patient's experience is different and unique. One's perception is effectively that person's reality, and no two people have the same exact personal reality. To deliver quality care, the excellent nurse must recognize the individuality of each patient and treat them as such. I believe that about covers everything that I wanted to touch on in this brief introduction to diversity in the nursing field. I hope that I've offered some insight into the importance of diversity, not only to the nurse as a professional, but to the nurse as a person too. Thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing other people's thoughts on this, and have a good evening.